The Snow Queen. Once upon a time, in a city very far away, there lived two children who loved each other, named Kay and Gerda. They lived in front of each other. Their parents made a garden between their houses. There, they spent their time playing and picking roses. In winter, they gathered at Gerda's grandmother's house to hear her tell the thousands of tales she had kept secret. Outside the house, snow was falling, and chunks of it were hitting the windows.
Look at the snow flying. People say that's the white beast,
said the old woman in awe.
Does snow also have a queen?
Kay asked curiously.
Yes, of course. The Snow Queen lives in an ice palace. When she comes out of her palace, she freezes everything she touches. What if she comes to our house?
Gerda became worried.
I'll throw her into a fireplace to melt,
said Kay to calm her down. However, the Snow Queen in her white palace heard everything they said about her. Out of anger, she decided to take revenge on what Kay said. She picked up her demonic mirror, which reflected the truth of bad and evil. She broke the mirror into pieces. 2 pieces of mirror shards were carried by a cold wind, passed through the windows, and hit Kay's body.
But I was stabbed here and here,
he screamed. Gerda immediately ran to help her friend. However, it was Kay who was under the evil spell of the Snow Queen's magic pushed her hard. Gerda was taken aback to tears. Kay, who suddenly became evil, scoffed at her.
Get out of your way! You pissed me off with your crying.
He took the sled and went out of the house to meet the children who were having fun sliding down the street. As he was racing, a beautiful snow sled carriage glided toward him, driven by a very beautiful woman.
It's your sled to my snow sled, Kay. You will surpass them all.
Kay didn't hesitate for a second. However, the rider was driving her sled so fast that Kay slipped into the snow-covered forest without realizing what was happening.
I'm cold,
he groaned.
Come closer to me. I will warm you.
She tucked Kay in her fur coat and kissed him on the forehead, making his heart freeze. They disappeared among the clouds of ice foam. Gerda, who was left alone, felt hopeless. No one knew where Kay is. Day after day, month after month, without Kay coming back. Everyone was sure he was gone. Everyone except Gerda. When spring came, she put on her little red shoes and went to the river. She decided to go to the end of the world to find Kay. Gerda sailed away in a small boat and docked near a house in the middle of a flower garden. There lived an old woman who opened the door for her.
Oh, how beautiful you are, my child. Rest a little with me. I will take care of you. Thank you, madam. I'm very tired. I've been adventuring for so long.
The old woman was actually a bit evil. To prevent Gerda from leaving, she combed her golden hair for a very long time to erase the memory. Gerda was so comfortable at that house that she forgot about Kay. Gerda lived happily for many years, until one day While walking in the garden, she saw a rose so beautiful. She remembered Kay. They used to pick roses together.
I have to find him. I have spent too long here.
Gerda realized that she was being held back against her will. She then immediately ran away. Her journey led her to the doors of a palace, where a crow asked her what she was doing there. Gerda tells her story and the friend she's been looking for. Oh, in this palace, there is a prince who looks a lot like your friend you told me about earlier.
That's it. That's Kay. I have to see him.
Fine, I will take you. But you have to hide so no one sees you. As night fell, the crow helped Gerda into the bedroom of the prince and princess. The young girl approached on tiptoe and shone a light on the prince's neck. The prince turned and looked at her, but it wasn't Kay. The princess who woke up was surprised to see Gerda.
Who are you? What are you doing here? I'm looking for my friends, Kay. He looks a lot like the prince.
You are wrong. I'm not your friend, said the prince.
Even so, we will help you. We will give you a horse carriage so you can continue your journey,
said the princess. The prince and princess gave her a carriage and clothes. After saying a moving farewell, Gerda continued on and entered the forest. While Gerda was driving her horse carriage, suddenly a group of bandits attacked her. Stop, beauty! You can't go this way. The bandit leader, who was old and hairy, took out his knife and ordered her down. But his daughter, who was suddenly appeared like a naughty child, hit his ear viciously.
No one is allowed to touch that woman. She is mine.
She stood beside Gerda, not caring about her mother anymore.
I won't bother you as long as I'm around.
While trembling, she followed her all the way to the bandits' dirty hideout.
Where are you going? Why are you going alone?
The girl asked her. Gerda told her story to the child. Suddenly, the dove who were listening to Gerda's story said,
We see your friend Kay. He is a prisoner of the Snow Queen. The Snow Queen locked him in her castle, which is further than Laplandia.
Gerda, both happy and sad to hear the news, had tears in her eyes. Touched, the bandit's daughter said,
I will help you meet him again. We'll be living with my dear. I got him, but he just wants to be free.
Gerda immediately climbed on the back of the deer and headed toward the Snow Queen Palace. Finally, they arrived in front of the palace, which had tower tapered to the sky. Gerda walked into the palace room, very large and empty, where the eyes sparkled like jewels. It was there that she finally saw Kay, who was pale blue from the cold and had his heart frozen. Surprised by the state of Kay, Gerda hugged him and cried. Gerda's tears fell on Kay's eyes and Kay's chest, melting the ice that covered him. The two pieces of glass that had injured him fell into the ground, useless. Holding each other, they faced the Snow Queen, who can only claim to be defeated by the warmth of compassion and unwavering courage, which even the greatest strength could never defeat. The two children grow up to be young and beautiful adults. They return to their homes, rediscovering their flower and happiness.